sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Rip here. You guys are doing fantastic today. I get a fun video and discussion about Yueyang. Yes, the Tier 10 Pan-Asian destroyer. But this one is the radar build, as you can see down there, with the leg mod. And we'll see how it plays out. And we'll see if we can answer the question, is this a better gearing, or is radar mod Yueyang a beast in itself? But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, all button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. We get to 4,000 subs. We're going to do another premium giveaway. We can't thank you guys enough. And make sure if you see me out there, make sure you say hello. And let's get right to the video. So the gearing, if you don't know, one of my favorite destroyers is the USS gearing of the American destroyer line, Tier 10. More focused as a multi-role fighter, where more it can have torpedoes, it can have guns, all types of things. But you can see right here, Yueyang's got the guns, a little slower reload. However, if you build for full gun build with the radar, you get a 30-second approximate radar with the guns of the gearing, which are the standard 127mm guns. They don't really pin much. They're just there. They're there for defensive purposes against other destroyers and maybe start fires here and there on ships. And as you can see right here, this is pretty much all you can really do is just return fire, fend off a destroyer, and you egress the area. And it's got, there he goes. He's got the smoke up. Our radar is down now. Normally the radar lasts about 30 seconds if you build for it. The way I built it for the leg mod. And, of course, you got an engine boost, reload booster, and deep water torpedoes. That's pretty much it. But here's the problem, though. The leg mod for this this destroyer goes in slot 6, or, I'm sorry, forgive me, slot 5, which is where the concealment mod is, right? So you sacrifice concealment for the gun reload and the long-lasting radar. So instead of getting a approximate 5.9, 5.8 concealment, I believe, something around there, you're actually taking a 6.5 concealment without that mod. So you sacrifice the concealment, but as you can see, the tactic there was as soon as I get spotted, boom, pop the radar, and now you got a one-on-one duel against a destroyer. Now, this unique gimmick, and as you can see, our goal here is just to loiter in the area, contest Bravo. We're spotted. We don't have a radar. He's not going to fire at us. So we're going to egress the area and come back to live and fight another day. That's my thought process right there. So Yueyang, so what do I really do with this? The idea, there is some kind of gimmick. You see right there, someone took a shot at us. Some kind of gimmick with Yueyang where it's low in the water, even though they raised it with a nerf, I think a while back. It is still difficult to hit. That is the gimmick, and I don't know what it specifically is. There must be some kind of dispersion, magical Mr. Fire, demystifier, dispersion increaser, whatever you want to call it, baked into the Yueyang, because I find that it's very, very difficult to hit Yueyang, even sometimes the gearing when it's kiting away, but the Yueyang is especially difficult to shoot at and hit. And you can see right here's another engagement right here. You can we'll lower this down so you can see I have the radar in my hip pocket if I need it, but, you know, honestly, the guns reload at 2.4 seconds with Fearless Brawler, and we just eliminate him right off the bat. Destroyer player, he probably just torpedoed us, so we're going to do a precautionary turn away and kite away with the slow turn, to make sure that if he did fire the reticle, they go in front of us. And, of course, we are very, very cautious about torpedoes. We can come back in the cap to fight another day. It's better than taking a torpedo and taking unnecessary damage and dying. So that is the gimmick right there. So, again, what did I say the gimmick was? The Yueyang really has some kind of dispersion modifier, which creates a much difficult time for ships to shoot at you, which is one thing. Low profile in the water. The concealment's not that great anymore, 6.5, but you got the radar, you got the guns, and you have deep water torpedoes. So it is a better, I don't want to say concealment, but more of just difficult thing to shoot at than the gearing, in my personal opinion. I think I've been hitting the gearing so many times, close up and personal, but the Yueyang just seems like you're invincible in the sense where I can just do left, right, over and over again, and people just struggle to hit Yueyang. And I've racked up millions of potential damage in this thing, and I think that is the gimmick baked into itself. It's low in the water, low profile, and so forth. The other one is the guns with this lewd leg mod. You're getting, like you saw, 2.4, 2.5 second reloads, which is normally the gearing reloads and the daring reloads. So I always put gearing and daring kind of together in that same category. Yueyang is got just an increased reload, so therefore it's not as OP powerful in that regard when it comes to the guns. You can see here we got the reload booster. I pop it, and you can launch another set of torpedoes. So you can launch literally 20 deep water torpedoes that hit like a truck. All right, you're going to see this shot right here. This shot I didn't even expect. I'm going to blind fire this Mecklenburg, and as you can see right here, looking on the mini map, they don't need me at Charlie. I've won the map at Bravo, or contesting, and I'm just going to launch torpedoes. And again, these torpedoes are difficult to spot coming from a mile away. Look, they go. You have a 4-second reaction time, which means, think about it, count to 4, and that is the time you have to actually spot the torpedoes and do something about it. Very, very difficult. All right, so we're going to try to contest Alpha. I know the Sherman is depth charging, and I'm in the Sherman's Hydro now. I'm going to be getting into a gunfight here because he's probably depth charging. As you can see right there, depth charge right there on the U-2501. And let's see, where are we going here? We're going to do an engagement with the Sherman. He's coming around the corner. He's coming around the corner. Watch us melt. Because he's so distracted with the submarine, he's not looking at us. So we have an advantage here. We can take a 20,000 hit point Sherman, and look at these guns. They do a very significant amount of damage. I mean, it racks up the damage right here. 2.4 second reload. Even though the Sherman out DPMs us, it's too late. And look, he goes into smoke. Boom, pop the radar. And I believe nobody's spotting for him, so he's stuck in his smoke, spotted for free. And that is how you play Yueyang right there. Ooh, look at that. We got torpedo hit. One torpedo hit. Okay, okay, I have to take a look at this. Oh, I have no idea what happened here. We fired at the where am I going here? We fired at Yueyang, and now let's go. Where are those torpedoes that I launched at over here? Oh, that's where I got it. So that Mecklenburg earlier you saw is taking a beating. So there are those torpedoes right there. Oh, and there's a hit. Double strike on the Mecklenburg. Holy mackerel. That was, I didn't even expect that. Look at that. Double strike on the Mecklenburg. And again, they are so difficult to spot. 4-second reaction time, and boom, it hits him right off the bow, and he takes it right there. So that's pretty much the game for me. 3 kills, 77,000 damage. Very, very powerful. The gearing could have done the same thing. I don't think so, because the gearing would have had to egress area against the Sherman without any kind of radar gimmick or hydro. And to go against that lightning earlier in the middle there, I don't know, questionable. I don't know if I build for gearing gun reloads. Would it actually increase anything? I've built it for the best reload it can get, and without Fearless Brawler. I feel like Fearless Brawler is not a good thing for the gearing because you don't have any heals. I don't have any hydro, radar, or anything on gimmick. I'm normally just running away torping, so I don't see really... I mean, and there is at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the ship is. It's how you play it, right? You could have the greatest ship in the world, but you play it and throw it away. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking about play styles. What is this? How does this feel in my hands? How does it feel in your hands? Is this an enjoyable ship? Is it comfortable? Is it easy to manage? And look, we're hunting submarines here, so this is how we'll end the video. But there's one more video I got to show you. It was really good. It was a really good game, and you can see how you can carry games in the Yueyang. But yeah, overall, I like the Yueyang for its unique playstyle, which is more focused on if you do the radar gimmick. There's no need to take, honestly, smoke in the radar Yueyang just the Yueyang, because then just play a gearing. You know, I don't know why what do you get from the Yueyang that you can't do in the gearing other than the radar? So play the radar, right? That's my personal opinion. Otherwise, play a gearing, because the gearing, honestly, I think does a better job in that department where it's smoke, guns, torpedoes. Great. Awesome. Better concealment. For the radar Yueyang, if you take the radar away, all you're left with smoke. Now you just have another deep water gearing. So why not just play the gearing? Your torpedoes go farther and longer. The deep waters only go to about 11, so I don't see the futility in it, I believe. Actually, hold on, forgive me. I think it's 13.5. We'll take a look at it one more time. How we play. Yep, number 1 in the team. Look at that. Yueyang. It does a great job. Radar Yueyang. We did it, the bulk of the damage there, and we took over. We did everything. We spot, potential, capture, defend, torpedo, fires, killing battleships, destroyers, and we even shot at a submarine. So let's take a look at one more video, and we'll give my final thoughts on Yueyang and how we play it. All right, last video here. Buckle up. This is going to be a long game, but this is a good demonstration of how you can carry a game in this ship, and it's very, very powerful. Overall, Yueyang handles like the gearing. I feel like the maneuverability is the same. Speed is, like you said, with engine boost is the same. Really, it's just the guns is a little slower with the radar, but with Fearless Brawler, it brings the guns kind of on par. So really, you're just getting a gearing with a radar. So my personal opinion, this is more of that radar gunboat action kind of destroyer that you want to play. A gearing, it does a better job. And forgive me, going back to that last point, 13.5 kilometers are the deep water torpedo range, as opposed to 16.5 in the gearing. So if you want to do a torpedo roll, use the gearing. If you want to do this kind of deep water gunboat mixture, then the Yueyang radar mod is more of that close-up, engaging in your face kind of build. I think it does that job a little bit better. The gearing is more of that, torpedo farmer, spam from smoke, smoke screens, and so forth. It does a better job in that regard. But for the Yueyang up close and personal, I think it does a way, way better job at the radar mod kind of gimmick. You just got to be careful, though. You don't have any heals, and you have a lower HP pool. So therefore, you got to be very, very careful when it comes to these engagements, and you have to know when to egress and leave the area. Again, look at the maneuverability. It's just like a gearing. It's the same exact hull. Everything's the same. Let's see, a reload booster. Reload booster takes a while. I really just save it for these sweet, juicy spots when I need that torpedo, or maybe just saturate an area with torpedoes. But really, it's such a long reload, and you get 2 of them, that I really don't look at it as the primary weapon. It's there when you need it. All right, we cap Bravo here. We do our good job. So I'm looking at the map. Alpha looks like it's overrun. Let's go to Charlie and help our Holland over there. So again, I just pick a map and go, hey, who can I help? And that's why I say blow up the mini-map. Many players make a mistake by not blowing up the mini-map right there on the right. Because look, it gives you more information than just looking straight ahead. See, you can quickly glance and look at, hey, Alpha is being overrun. I can't get there in time. Let me help Charlie. I got a Holland over here. Let's help my other destroyers win this engagement. So as I've always said, I teach when I teach my students, I always go, hey, light travels faster than thought. If I can glance over, look at the mini-map, boom, I already got about a picture says 1,000 words. So many pieces of information right off the bat that I don't have to deal with questioning and asking people for help. I already know where I need to go. Boom, you point the ship in that direction and start going. So right here, we're going to win this cap right here, and now I got the Z42. I am not afraid. I just did a video on Z42, right? But when I got a radar Yueyang, I am not afraid. Because why? I can angle into his AP, and then I got the radar. If he pops his hydro smoke combo, boom, I got a 30-second radar, which then can just melt him. And Z42 does not have a heal. So we're going to take this engagement on. So here we go. He outspots us by 0.3. There it is, 6.2. His detection. Then we go to town. I don't know why he didn't fire at this point. And he's low on health. Like I said, it is difficult to play a destroyer without heals, because whatever damage you take at the beginning is what you're stuck with and left with, and you got to somehow play the game trying to figure out how to survive off that little resource of HP. So he pops his smoke right there, and this is why you have the radar. Boom, he's done. He's like, oh my god, there's a radar Yueyang, and I am pretty much SOL. So, and this is how, and his hydro doesn't matter. He's already running away. Will do him no good. And see, the guns are a little wafty. They get the natural gearing arcs, but not bad enough for us to take that kill. A splash, one of many today. We're going to now move our way to Bravo and try to help Bravo team. We've got a vampire here and a Zao in front of us. Zao's almost dead with super accurate guns, so I'm going to be cautious with him. I'm going to keep nose into him. We do not want to give broadside to him. His accuracy is so damn good. All right, let's see if our friendlies can take on the vampire here. I'm waiting. I'm holding my shots. I'm waiting really bad here. I'm like, can you guys kill this guy? Do I have to take this shot? Do I have to take it? Let's see, where is he at? Okay, it's taking too long. If he goes undetected, it'd be bad for us, and I'm out of range of radar, so we're just going to basically take the kill right there. Boom. Now, look. See, I knew Zao was going to start looking at us. We slam on the brakes, and we're going to go nose in profile, shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake a little bit here, throw off his aim. He's looking at us, I bet you. He's looking at us. Yep, he fired it at us. There's the one shot. And, of course, this is why I have incoming fire detection. Tells me, in the mod, tells me how many seconds I go undetected. He went behind the island. We're okay. So again, play conservative, trying to figure out what is the next roll. Stay alive. Look, all my friendlies are in the back here, so it's only me up front. So I got to spot everybody. I got to torp everybody. I got to cap everything. I got to also kill everything. So this is why you can carry games and destroyer gameplay. And that's why I like the destroyer gameplay so much, because it's fun. Look at that reload booster right there. 20 deep water torpedoes out there. Again, not the primary weapon, because look, people can spot those things and they can dodge them. If my aim is off, I mean, I have the ships these days are so unpredictable. They're all over the place. So whatever. All right, what are we going to do here? I'm going to wait and hold out as long as I can and take a look at where is this Des Moines going, stay out of his radar. Again, download the minimap, Tataro minimap mod for Aslane, Tatao, remember that? You can download it, and then you can start hitting these the markers here. You can turn them on with this little gears symbol, and it can allow you to see where all the threats are. Yellow rings I put on is hydro, and the red ring shaded in is the radar. So I normally keep outside of these threat rings, therefore keeping me alive longer so I can survive the battle to keep my damn team winning and surviving. All right, GK goes down. This game is still losable, okay? So we have to stay alive. We lose our Schlieffen like that, like there, right off the bat. We're losing teammates. We're going to wait for our deep waters to recharge here, so I'm going to wait. I'm looking at where this Libertad... He's probably going to go to the island here, right, to hide and cover. So I'm going to lead. I'm going to shoot right in front of him, see where he goes. I led one in front, one in front of the reticle, one behind slightly. If he accelerates into the back torpedoes that I launched. If he slows down, he hits the back ones that I hit on the left side of the reticle. So that's why I always kind of do a wide spread there of aiming in front and to the right of the aiming reticle to see where... or increase my odds of hitting. So let's see how these deep water... He has 4 seconds to react to these. And just like I thought, yep, he cannot react in time. He's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes down. Splash. 3. That is our kill for the day, and that actually helps us win. Holland went out cap Bravo. Now it's our job to go cap Alpha, because this is still a losable condition unless we take this cap, because otherwise they're going to kill our teammates right here. All right, so look at that. He killed our Marseille. We are now down the ship, and we are actually a losing condition right now. So I have to kill the guy and take this cap. So here's how you carry the game. I have to really, really think about making this decision, because the Zhao has super accurate guns. Look at that shot right there. Literally, look, sets 2 fires and takes up 8,000 HP off of us. So, and my aim is not the greatest, man. I'm telling you that it is hard to shoot at 8.9 kilometers with these guns without smoke, because now it's just open season on Yueyang right now. And I just got to really lead. Look how much I'm leading this guy. I have to really put the 12 and 14 reticle, and I'm lofting shells. Thank goodness somebody else was helping me out. That was Venezia from downtown. And at least he's firing and helping me out. But, oh, I just need one more shell bad B. Here we go. And boom, there it is. Splash 4. Save the day. And here's the Des Moines at 11.5 kilometers. He is going to have a struggle to shoot at a Yueyang at a slim profile, doing the shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. There is no way he's going to hit us. And that's the other problem. Look at the dispersion being fired at us. I don't care how many shells the Des Moines fires. Look, it's so difficult to kill a Yueyang at these ranges and moving at this kind of weird, slim profile. And I'm telling you, it is something about it that the Yueyang makes it so difficult to hit, no matter who you are. I mean, I've fired at Yueyang. Try firing at a Yueyang. It's hard. I'm telling you. It's a difficult thing to do. Venezia takes out Des Moines, and that secures the game right there. 4 kills, 61,000 damage, and that is how you seal the deal on that one. And we'll just fast forward. The Bungo is going to die to Venezia Torps, and he goes down, and that's how you win the game. Carrying your team to victory. We were down and had lose condition until we capped that last point and killed that Zhao. And that is how you play Yueyang radar mod, and really, really works in your favor there. So look at the damage we did right there. Let's see how we did overall. 4 kills. Yeah, great. Look at that. We were capturing, spotting, flooding, torping, killing destroyers, target hits, and we're doing massive amounts of things. And guess what? Top 2 in the team. And that allows you to secure a victory. And we, again, if you have this commander that I believe you can spot over a certain amount of damage, and you also inflict 5% damage, I believe, on the entire HP pool of the enemy team, you get a buff to your reload as well with that commander for the Pan-Asian line. So that's why I put a Yueyang all the time, because I'm constantly spotting, because I'm out there in front, deep water torpedoing and shooting other destroyers, and we're always spotting potential damage. I've seen Yueyang games where you're up to 1 million, so just be careful, because people shooting at you, it's so difficult to shoot and hit you, so that's why you're getting a lot of potential right there. And overall, you're making some nice chunk of change and great XP. So overall, I like this ship. I think it's a great ship. Overall, it does a different mentality than the gearing. The gearing is more of that multi-role fighter that does the long-range torpedo, kind of quick engagement, smoke up, and that's it. For the radar Yueyang mod, it plays a different game style where you're literally going in there and doing a knife fight, disengaging. You can still torpedo, but you got no smokes, and you got the same gearing hole and everything like that, but no heals. So again, it plays 2 different mentalities there. One is more stealth, and one is more full-up engagement. You can play a smoke radar Yueyang, but then again, why not just play you know, a gearing at that point. But let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think of the Yueyang and the gearing kind of gameplay, and if they are different or they're pretty much the same? So as always, if you see me out there, make sure to say hello. Bill will be at the end of the video. Until next time, you guys take care. Cheers.